Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel after a long time, and in this video let's talk about Samsung. So it's been a while we have not talked about Samsung because Samsung is launching multiple phones in mid-range, and the recent flagship got launched, that is the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. So I have been watching so many videos, and unfortunately I have not hands-on on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, but I can see that the phone is kind of a very expensive phone. In India you will be getting around 1,05,000 or 4,000 something, and the smaller one, that is the Note 20, that you are getting for around 78 or something, 79,000. So what I thought, like, let's talk about Samsung and what is the marketing, means what is the market for Samsung in India. Let's get started the video. So if you guys have been following me, then means whoever is following me since long time, then you might be knowing that I am a kind of Samsung user since long time. It's been a long time now. I have been using multiple Samsung phones, and I have my Samsung phones over here. I can show you that my first phone was Samsung Galaxy S4, and after that I have been upgrading to multiple Samsung flagships. Currently I have the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge with me. This is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and next is the Galaxy Note 8, and the final one is the Galaxy S10. This is the normal S10, not the Plus or the E version. It's the normal Galaxy S10. And I have my Galaxy S7, but I means kind of this S7 and S7 Edge are having similar functionality and similar specification. The functionality will be very similar. So as I've already used multiple phones from Samsung, like flagship, I have used mostly flagship phones from Samsung. I have not used any mid-range segment smartphones from Samsung, but I have used most of the flagships, like the real flagship one when this Edge technology and all came from Samsung. That time I purchased these phones, and to be honest, till now my experience is really good with Samsung, only with the Galaxy S4 that was having some issue. That was a long story. I'll share that story in a separate video, but that in that phone there was some hardware issue, and some means that time I went to the service center multiple times. So many things happened at the time, but I'm not talking about that. But here the thing is that if you consider Samsung phones, or you if you have used any Samsung phones, then you might be knowing that means you must be knowing that Samsung is best in class when it comes to display. So if we look at, let me power on this phone. Yeah, if we look at this Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, this launched in around 2016 or 17. I don't remember exactly, but I think 17. That time this curved display was a very tough, means very challenging for other companies who were into the display means manufacturing companies. So for them at that time, this curved screen was a very big challenge, but Samsung was giving means actually the Samsung is the first company to give all these kind of fancy displays like this edge screen and this edge to edge displays, the slim body, as you can see. So that is from Samsung actually. When this all started with the edge screen, AMOLED panels, all this thing came from Samsung. And talking about the AMOLED panels, Samsung makes the best display, and no one actually comes till the mark where Samsung is right now with respect to the display. And the same thing goes for the newly launched the S20 and S20 Ultra. That is also having the quad AMOLED panels, like quad HD AMOLED panels, and you can see this is the Galaxy Note 8, and this is also having a very good display. And all these phones which I have right now, like this S10 and all these three phones are having quad HD displays. So in the display management, Samsung is the best, no doubt in that. And other companies are there also, LG and Apple, all these things are there, but in display I definitely trust Samsung over any of them. Like Samsung makes the best AMOLED panel till date, and this curved screen and all, means really these things are very good from Samsung. Next, we'll talk about the next big thing. If you'll be considering a smartphone, then for me, the next thing is the camera, because you'll be interacting with cameras nowadays. Smartphone cameras already replaced the point and shoot cameras, like previously used to have the digicams, the small digicams. Now, the smartphone cameras are really good, and those are already replaced the point and shoot camera. Only the thing is that if you want to get a kind of professional look, then you should go for a DSLR or something. But for day-to-day tasks, like if you are a normal user who doesn't care about the pixels, the uh, color correction, all this thing, then definitely you can get a better picture compared to point and shoot cameras in your smartphone. So I have used so many phones for the camera, like the Samsung S10 is having a great camera, and whatever this video you are looking at, that is being recorded with the iPhone 11 Pro. That's the front-facing camera from the iPhone 11 Pro. I have the Google Pixel 3 with me, and this is also having a great camera. And talking about the camera, I know Samsung doesn't have a great camera, but to be honest, it is very good. I know it's not up to the mark where this Pixel and all are there, like your iPhone and Pixel. These two are now competing with each other, but Samsung is also making very good cameras. And in their smartphone, if you look at the pictures what I have taken with Samsung phones, then definitely you'll be getting some kind of punchier colors, and the dynamic range is kind of a contrasty one, and those kind of image we'll be getting from Samsung smartphones nowadays. So Samsung is also making very good cameras, means camera phones, and you can trust these cameras. And another thing is that in Samsung UI, that thing we'll be talking later. But when it comes to the Samsung cameras, yes, Samsung camera is good, not great as compared to the Pixel or iPhone, but yes, definitely this camera is very good. If you are having a good lighting condition and you want to take some pictures there, and definitely you can trust these Samsung phones, mostly the flagship phones, and definitely Samsung is making good cameras in their smartphones. Next, coming to the UI, Samsung was making some crap UI couple of years back, but now their One UI is pretty stable, and this lightweight version of this One UI is very good actually. So you can easily trust this Samsung UIs. So it's not as fluid as the so-called that stock OS or the stock Android or the Oxygen OS from OnePlus, but Samsung makes this UI One UI, and gradually this the One UI is developing, and means if you have used any Samsung phones couple of years back, and if you'll use this Samsung UI now, then you will be seeing the difference, that how stable is it now. It's not the 100% stable or 100% perfect as the stock Android, but still you will be getting a very good UI with all the functionality and all the fancy stuffs, like your so many softwares we are getting with Samsung UI. I know there is some bloatware also there, but those are very useful if you are using it, like your heart rate sensor and all. So, and I'm not using it in a day-to-day basis, but still, if it's there in your phone, that is good enough, because you are paying the amount, and you should get this kind of extra functionality compared to the other phones. Now let's talk about the thing which I don't like about the Samsungs, because I have been using the Samsung phones for a couple of years now, and in my experience, Samsung is lacking in the processor department. I know Samsung is making their own processor, that is the Exynos processors, but now the thing is, you are not getting the kind of performance what their competitor, like the Snapdragon is having the 865 with them now. 865 plus is there in the Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra, but Samsung is offering Exynos version in India, and means most of the countries except US they're giving the Snapdragon version, but in other countries they are giving the Exynos processor, that is the 990, which is compared to the if you compare that processor to the Exynos one, then Snapdragon will be the more powerful compared to the Exynos, and the performance and gaming and all will be much more faster and much more smooth in the Snapdragon version. So the question will be, why Samsung, if we are paying the same amount what the US people are paying, or we are even in India we are paying more, why we are getting the version which is less powerful compared to the Snapdragon one. So previously, yeah, it could have been managed like in 2017 or 18 if we'll consider, people were getting the Samsung phones. Now in the market there are so many competitors like OnePlus and all. So one more thing, when I got this Galaxy Note 8, that time that OnePlus 5 was there, and in OnePlus 5 the performance was much more smoother compared to the Note 8. And I used to play PUBG in Note 8, and compared to that one, then OnePlus 5, which is having a Snapdragon processor, runs that game much more smoother. So that is the question to Samsung, like why the discrimination is happening. If you are giving the Exynos version, then make it super fast, or make it as fast as the Snapdragon one, so that when the people will not complaining, means people will not be complaining about that, because they are paying the full amount, means high amount, but still they are getting the lower power version. So that is one question, because in other department like the display and the camera, then build quality and IP ratings and all, in that case no one can beat Samsung, even if in the design and all. So if you look at their newly launched device, those are means those phones are looking brilliant. Like if you consider the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra, yeah, Note 20 having the plastic body and all, but Note 20 Ultra is having the still premium look, and if you hold that device, you will be feeling that you are holding a very premium phone. So everything looks fine for Samsung, but the only thing is that the processor. So if you are making phones, if you can launch the same phone in US with Snapdragon, then why not in India and other countries? I know in India you are making your own processor and you have to market that, but if the customer is paying full amount compared to the what US people are paying, then why to compromise on the processing power and the performance? So that is one question, and hope you guys know about the thing, like what's going on in Samsung, and why, means that's why I hold up getting the new phones from Samsung, and I stopped buying the Samsung phones, because if you compare to the price and performance ratio, you are getting less powered phone, which will be again going to be outdated within a 6 month or 1 year. Because if you are getting Note 20, then your means if you will consider about the Galaxy S20, then after this Note 20 launched, this Galaxy S20 is outdated, kind of outdated now. So that is one thing I have for Samsung phones. If you guys, means if anyone is watching this video from Samsung, then please consider this thing. At least make your processor fast, and it should compete with the Snapdragon one. So that's it for the quick video, guys. Hope you like this video. If you do, then please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any queries or comments on this Samsung things, what's going on now, please let me know in the comment section. I'll just try to reply on that. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.